What's happening? I want to talk about a story that I really want to talk about for a while now, but I couldn't because the problem was still there. But the problem is gone now, so I'm free! I'm free, bitch! Free! Now, if you follow me on Twitter, which you should, it's a nice place on there, but I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Now, I had a problem with my neighbor for a long time now. It was not a good time, not a fun time, it was a bad time. A really bad time. Now, my neighbor did not like me for whatever reason. I wish I knew. I honestly wish I did so I could, you know, do something opposite to what she thought I was to show her why I'm a good person, but I digress. Her mission, while she was here, was to get me evicted. Why? Don't know. Do not fucking know. I really wish I did, but I don't. Well, let's backtrack though. I can't just talk about it just right off the bat. I gotta let you guys know from when this started. Now, I lived in this place for about 3 months now. Yes, a good 3 months and a few changes, or 3 months and some change. There we go. And the first month that I've been here, it was amazing. I loved the place. I thought it was perfect. I'm just like happy. You know what I'm saying? There's a heart that's in my heart, that's over my heart, that's making my heart. A lot of hearts, bitch. A lot of them. Now, this is when shit went downhill. Now, if you go back on my channel and you remember or watch the 1000 Dokkan Stone Summoning video, I think it was, where Gogeta was there, all that stuff. Yeah, it was that video that changed everything. When I made that video, I got my first ever noise complaint by my neighbor below me. There's 3 layers of how my apartment is structured. It's top, 3rd floor, 2nd, and 1st floor, right? I'm 3rd, she's 2nd. By the time I made that video, keep in mind, I have sound foam everywhere, but at the time when I made this one in particular, my sound foam was kind of incomplete. Like I had it on the back wall, but not really over there and over there, so it didn't really do a good job of containing the sound that I make within this room. Now it does. Now I'm all set the fuck up, but at the time it did not, okay? The thing that happened was I made that video. I got a lot of good pulls. Watch that video if you haven't already. Woke up the next day to a noise complaint. Strange sex sounds. That's what my yelling translated into. So that let me know, that let me know that my voice could be heard. And then at that point, I was just like, okay, let me fix it. I went to a place to get more sound foam all the way the fuck around. I did it. I'm souped up. Nobody can hear me. Nobody, bitch. Nobody. So when I realized I was good, I was like, okay, go on. We're good. My neighbor told me to go down there and meet her, but I didn't see a point to do that because I fixed the issue. It was a simple issue, right? Now, ever since then, shit changed. It was a completely different ballpark because every end of the week after that day, she had a very long written complaint about me. After I fixed my volume issue, she no longer complained about me yelling. That was no longer an issue. But she complained about me walking too loud. I wish I was lying. Really do. Walking too loud. Now granted, I'll let you know, right? These apartments are some really nice apartments. Like, there's no way she can hear my footsteps. There's just no way. Just show me the fucking Carfax. Because if they could hear my footsteps by me living my life, because I don't run in this house. I'm a grown man. I'm not trying to run after my dog. I'll play with a little squeaky toy, but that's it, okay? That would be the only reason I'll ever run in this house. There's no reason that a singular step of mine should go down there. Okay, I don't slam my feet when I record. I don't do anything. I'm a pretty calm person when it comes to my feet to the ground. All right. Now she said I walk too loud and I slam my doors too loud. The only door that I could ever slam is my front door when I walk my dog. But you know, show me the Carfax once again, bitch, because I don't see it. I read this complaint and I told my landlord, because she's the one who told me about the complaint, how. She then again told me to go down there and meet her. But when I saw this complaint, this didn't feel right to me. Whatever. So I do the different route. I then start recording everything I'm doing. Yes, I did that like a fucking investigator. I soundproof things that should not be soundproof, and every time I walked within my house, I tippy-toed. Kid you not, I tippy-toed. When my dog would like run, I told him to stop, I picked him up. I stayed in this room, the room that I'm in now to edit. Granted, it was a really unhealthy way of living because it was mad stressful, but you know, I didn't give a fuck. All I cared about was making videos, working. While I did this, while I tippy-toed, soundproof shit that should not have been soundproofed, and essentially just lived on fear, I got another complaint, another fucking complaint. Now this complaint is where it kind of pissed me off. She said that she felt threatened by me because now I'm not slamming doors, I'm slamming cabinets. Why? I don't fucking know. She thinks I'm just trying to be malicious and slam. How do you slam a cabinet that's above so loud that it echoes down below? I mean, I have cabinets on the ground level in the kitchen, but what? Why would I do that? Why would anybody fucking do that? People live their life. These places are not cheap, all right? I can't be living my life slamming my cabinets to spite you as cause she's saying I'm doing it every day, every second, and even at 3 in the morning, all right? This is the shit that fucked me, all right? This is what fucked me. She said I was slamming cabinets all throughout the night and she could not sleep. She felt threatened by me and she called security on me. And I didn't get one security coming to my door. I was asleep at 10 o'clock that very day. She said I did whatever. And I'm just sitting here like, bitch, show me the motherfucking Carfax. So at this point, I felt obliged to reply because keep in mind, this message was some heavy duty shit. Like she was trying to get me evicted with this one message. She dropped the heat on my ass, all right?
Now the one thing I didn't explain well, this is not like a regular text message. This was an email message. So it was a reply all to me as well. So, you know, no confusion.
I messaged back and I said, yeah, about that. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I got proof for everything I do in my house, and you never called security on me once. What this bitch then did is, when she saw the message I sent, she then actually called security on me just so she could have it on record. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, bitch. Okay, bitch, you wanna fight me? That's when I knew this shit was malicious. This shit wasn't just because she might have disliked me. Well, it was, but she disliked me for a reason. She wanted me to go. She did not want a neighbor above her and she wanted me to be dealt with. So I'm thinking to myself, how do I resolve the situation? Didn't have much time to really think about it because I had to get ready to go to a trip with my homie Rhyme, which I was gone for a whole day, right? A whole fucking day. I come back to another complaint when I wasn't even home. I wasn't even home. I wasn't even home. Still got a complaint. She was making me live miserably. Like I have these black circles under my eyes, this thing right here, because I couldn't sleep because I was so terrified of making the slightest noise to get a complaint. I did not want to go down there to her because how she came at me through these complaints made it sound like we're gonna have a bad time if we go talk face to face. So I avoided it completely. I don't like controversy, but it got to a point where I had no choice. I like to give everybody the benefit of the doubt until they like spit in my face, which is a metaphor. I did the nice thing, the polite, and I believe the correct thing was go to the store, get some pastries, and go down there to see her. But not by myself. No, I was a bitch and I felt like she didn't like me personally, so I went to get my girlfriend at the time, Blue, to come with me. So ex-girlfriend, whatever. I was kind of worried because I live in a gay neighborhood. So I thought maybe I should call Rhyme and we pretend we're gay and maybe she'll like me better, but I'm like, fuck it, let's go. I go down there with Blue, with my pastries. Blue didn't even talk. I just went down there like, hey, I'm the guy above. My name is X, Y, and Z. Here's the food. Let's be cool. Here's my number. If you hear a noise, call me because I'm a nice guy. I'm not a threat. I'm letting her know I'm a good guy. We could be happy together in harmony. I'll let you know, she was actually hella attractive, which blew me back because I thought she was old. Granted, she had her mother living with her. So I thought to myself, maybe it was her mother complaining and not her. But no. It was her. Because when she had my number, she texted me at 10 o'clock when I was in this room. And she said she hears the noise. You know, I go to sleep. I didn't work on whatever I was planning on working on that night because of fear. And, you know, went to sleep. But I was able to sleep a little bit peaceful because I now know whatever the noise might be was in this room. Okay? Out the way, whatever. Wake up, do my shit, walk my dog, come back in here, grind on some shit. 10 o'clock again, I hear a noise. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. Go to sleep. So the next day, I asked my landlord if there's a way that I can meet her face to face with her present, because the landlord is the one that has the power to evict me. And when she said when she sent these messages, she sent it to her to make me look bad. So I wanted to kind of prove my case in front of everybody because I didn't know what she's talking about. I'm thinking she's crazy at this point, and I honestly want my landlord to see that it's not me, she just got some issues. So my landlord said, I can't, there's nothing like that exists. Try to figure it out. You're making the right moves by talking to her, essentially. That's what she's letting me know. So I'm like, okay, fuck it, whatever.
So I then text my neighbor
and ask her if I could call her and make noises or move around like I usually do in here so I can find out what the noise is. She says, no, I'm moving soon. Yada yada. So I'm like, okay, that's great, but I didn't tell her that. I'm like, oh, okay, sorry about everything in advance, you know, just typing and shit. I'm thinking it's fine. She's moving soon, so I can live my life. That night, 10 o'clock, I made a noise. Every time at 10 o'clock. Every fucking time at 10 o'clock. Every time at 10 o'clock. So I didn't even text her. I didn't even say, I'm sorry. I didn't say shit. I just went to sleep mad. I had a nightmare that day because I think I was so mad, my fucking thoughts created some evil ass shit that attacked me. So the next day, I kind of text her in a more, I wouldn't say aggressive, but in a more upright way. Just like, hey, I'll make a noise. I hope you're home. Tell me if you hear it. I rocked on my chair. You hear this? Hear that noise? Hopefully you do. That noise was the issue. On my chair. That small noise. The echoes down below. Through that noise, she said I walked too loud. Through that noise, she said I slammed doors. Through that noise from my fucking chair, I slammed cabinets to spite her. I just said, all right, you know what? At 10 o'clock, no, I think it was 9 o'clock. Every day at 9 o'clock, I'll get my kitchen chair, bring it in here, and move this shit away. She said, thank you. She said, okay, fine, this and that, right? She ends up moving, right? Finally, which was like a few weeks ago. She moves. My landlord tells me everything that happened afterwards, though. Apparently, every day, when she had the means to talk to me, when she texted me to tell me that I made a noise in a semi-fake ass polite way, she then, in return, complained about me in a completely opposite manner than how she texted me. So essentially, it'll be like this. She texted me, said, hey, I made a noise. You know, I'm trying to seek for a test. I said, I'm sorry, I don't know what it could be. Whatever.
Then she says to my landlord,
he's making a lot of noise, walking too loud. I think he's still trying to spite me. He said he's a brand manager or something. I don't know what he does, but he shouldn't be working in his unit making all this noise. I'm looking at these messages like, bitch, who are you?